Skyshin Music says startled smiley Elise. I thought you were in Japan.
Elise Wong Creations says, Sky.
Skyshin Music says Mick is muted still, but hello Elise. Love sign.
Hello, damn it. My mic was disconnected. I said I'm back. I did go to Japan, but I did return. And I asked, how are you?
Skyshin Music says welcome back. Where did you go? Sorry I sent you that message on vacation, not like this.
You sent me a message? I had no idea.
Well, it is kinda like disappeared.
Yeah, I kinda I did not log into Instagram. I did not message anybody, not even my friends. I was just trying to be absolutely present on my vacay. Do you message me on Discord or something?
Skyshin Music says I'm glad you missed it. Where did you and Biceps go?
We went to more countryside-ish, so we went to Morioka, Sendai. We went Tokyo for the last couple of days. So yes.
Skyshin Music says I am not familiar with those areas. It must have been beautiful Pride.
Oh, it was very beautiful. We went to Morioka. Dark Fox's friend lives there, so he drove us around. And we wanted to see the autumn leaves, but autumn was a week late. Mother Nature, man.
Skyshin Music says ah cool. Japanese friend or Malaysian friend who moved there.
Malaysian friend who moved there, married a local. In other words, living the dream.
Skyshin Music says wow.
Yeah. Truly though, living the dream. He is not even working in Japan. He's like working in Malaysia but remotely. But then he gets to experience all the nice Japanese neighborhood life. So truly.
Skyshin Music says, well, that's like living in the best place without the toxic work culture.
Yep. How you been, Sky? Anything I missed the last couple of weeks while I was gone? Man, my glasses keep sliding off.
Skyshin Music says, I had a vacation too with my auntie Rona. Full name Auntie Komirona, to Virus Land. LOL, still recovering.
Yeah, can I borrow your small screwdrivers? Well, that sucks. When do you have the corona? Thank you. I hope it wasn't bad. Gosh, sometimes I forget that corona still exists.
Skyshin Music says it's about a week now. I'm much better than when I first got it.
That's a relief. That's good. But you're not fully recovered yet? Take it easy, okay, Sky? Oh my god, Hackathon, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome.
Skyshin Music says
gang.
still got a very stubborn Flemikoff W.
One hackery. Thank you so much.
Hekaton says, how is it going, Elise?
Doing alright. It's my first stream
Hekaton says,
back.
long time no see. Hope things are going well for you.
Yeah, pretty well. It's my first stream back, so since holiday. I just need to give me a moment because my thingy, my glasses, my magnifying glasses.
Dragamegadra says Keycaps nice.
Hekaton says, oh, where did you go?
What? Where did my screw went? I thought I put it on the table and I can't find it anymore. Hi, Dragon McDira. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Yeah, we're doing keycaps. I'm doing like a Pokemon series. So right now I have Ditto, Psyduck, Spheal, and now I'm doing Eevee. I plan on doing like the evolutions. I went to Japan. So I just got back. Well, not just, but I got back last Saturday. It was my first stream. And I'm rushing for a convention coming up. So how are you guys doing today?
Skyshin Music says another convention.
Ah, found it. Yeah, at Taylor's University, they approached me. I thought I won't have any more conventions this year, because I don't think I saw anything that fits the timing. But Taylor's contacted me, and I was like, okay, sure, let's try
Teketon
this.
says congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely gotta be grateful for all the opportunities that come. So gotta work hard as per usual, cause can't go on vacay when you got no monies. Thank you, dear. Alright, I put back the nose rest. So I love all these magnifying glasses, but they're never spectacle friendly, sadly. So I took these out and I put the rubber band here. I thought to MacGyver it, but there's no padding over here, so it always slides off my forehead. I use a bandana to get friction, but it's not very nice. I get bandana hair later. So I'm trying to come back and see how this goes.
You got banana hair?
I got bandana hair.
Banana?
Banana hair. So we'll try with the nose pad. But yeah, basically I'm getting hella old. I need magnifying glasses to paint now. Ay ay ay. One of the key signs where you're getting old, gang.
Skyshin Music says, do you have a personal favorite evolution?
I like Leafeon. So Dragon McDeera, how are you doing today? So my favorite is Leafeon. I like Umbreon too. What about you, Sky? I don't know why, but when I think Sky, I think blue, so I thought you'd like a Glaceon or a Vaporeon.
Skyshin Music says OMG hahaha, my favorites are Glaceon and Umbreon.
Oh, I feel like Umbreon gets the most love, I think. Darfox like
Dragomegidra
Umbreon.
says personal favorite I like Umbreon.
Yeah, maybe next one I should do Umbreon. Everybody seems to love Umbreon.
Dark. The cane shop, it's 3,000 ringgit for 1K.
Oof, is that the cheapest they got?
Yeah, that's the cheapest. The most expensive
Yikes.
one is 21,000.
Dragomegidra says and Sylveon.
Oh yeah, Sylveon is pretty nice. Yeah, all the
Skyshin Music
ribbons.
says my friend says Sylveon is very popular in Thailand.
Oh really? Interesting. So I don't know. So far, when I talk to people, I think a lot of people like Umbreon. Dark Fox like Umbreon because yeah, Umbreon is like a dark fox. And I want to do keycaps. I like full body keycaps, so if I can, I definitely want to try and do the whole full body thing. I saw like Eevee keycaps, but they are like, I saw Eevee keycaps, but they're just kind of a square. And then it's their color with their characteristics, like for example Eevee brown and the fluffy tail. So I want it to be a full body, so that's why I'm making my own keycaps. Yeah, it's one of those things where I want that. There's no supply for it. I'm gonna make my own. And this series, I made sure it had a butt. It had a butthole. Gotta love them
says I
buttholes.
take a Pokemon type personality test and I land on dark type.
You're a dark type? So edgy. What are parts of your personality that makes you a dark type Pokemon? Full body cuter, but so much more effort. Yeah, that is so true, and that's why I hope people appreciate my craftsmanship, and that they understand that what they pay goes into this all this effort, you know. The world is so scary right now. Hard to be an
Skyshin
artist.
Music says also bumhole is essential.
Yes, gotta get them bumhole.
Dragamegadra says I need to get a skeleton keyboard to put this type of keycaps on it.
If I were to, well, I definitely want to make more
Hekatan
keycaps.
says oh at Elise Wong Creations I think I found an amazing game for a group of people to play sometime next year XD.
Oh, is it you go to your hobby stores and then you met these people that you vibe with? So I'm definitely gonna make more keycaps, but like what Sky say, it is very time
Hekaton says
consuming
the
in
name
terms
the
of the
game is called
design.
Carnival Hunt.
But what Pokemon would you want turn into a keycap? I think Ghastly would be very easy. It's just his face.
Hekaton says if I had a choice of a keycap, it'd be a Zubat for me.
Zubat. Oh, interesting. Zubat. Name of the game is called Carnival Hunt. No, never heard of that. Ooh, so in case anybody is interested, I do have an online store which I ship internationally.
Elise One Creations says, Etsy.
Oh gosh, Mr. Mime. Okay, Mr. Mime is gonna be very difficult to do a full body. He's just so tall.
Hekaton
If
says
anything,
it's
it'll
on
probably
Steam
be
at
hugging
Elise
his
One
knees to
Creations, and
fit
if you
the
want me
whole
to post a link for it, I'm more than happy to produce
Keycap.
one out of my butt cheeks.
It's on Steam, and you want me to post a link on it? More than happy to produce. Oh, interesting.
Dragamegadra says I mean Galarian Mr. Mime would be cool.
How does Galarian Mr. Mime look like again? Oh, it's one of my favorite Galarian. Sorry, I like Galarian Bonita. Oh my god, I love that. It was just cotton candy vibes. And also, I love Aloha Vulpix. Ah, so cute. Galarian Mr. Mime. He looks better than the regular Mr. Mime. Also, looking at the Carnival Hunt hackathon. Have you tried playing it yet? It does look kind of creepy. So one thing that's so annoying, like I said, these are not spectacle friendly, so it's kind of annoying. The thing is, my eyesight is great in terms of like I don't technically need spectacles to see, but my astig is really high on my right eye, so it gets tired so easily.
Hekaton says no, but I've had a few friends playing and it looks good.
So you're gonna get it? Since you got a gang now.
Hekaton says it's one of the few games that has promise.
does look pretty creepy. But what are the goals here? Is it just don't die? Or is it more horror-ish like Phasmophobia? Phasmophobia was really fun.
Hekaton says wouldn't know. Hekaton says let me find out.
Oh, okay. You don't have to if you don't really feel like it. Just asking questions. It fits very nice on my face though. The glasses.
Thatudim_Q says he tilde xumi MY.
Hey, Mr. Q! How are you doing? It has been a while, sir.
Skyshin Music says by favorite game I mean she screams at the screen and wants to play something else.
Well, you started playing Last of Us and it became a new favorite game. By favorite game, I mean she screams at the screen and wants to play something else.
Q says how was Japan?
Japan was awesome. Dark Fox and I tried playing Last of Us, but we didn't quite like the gameplay, so we could never get around to it.
Well, I didn't expect gameplay. I thought it would be less gameplay, more story.
I see. Yeah, I found the gameplay kind of boring. Japan was great. So usually what happens is I always like to quote unquote like to bring work.
Hekaton says hello, MR Elbow, how are you doing today?
But yeah, so when I went to Japan, just everything. I did not use my phone to go on Insta. But quite frankly, even I reduced my Insta usage by a lot already. It's just too difficult to it's for my mental health, guys.
Every time Mr. Elbow is in stream, I don't know why Joey Tribiani voice comes in.
Hello, Mr. Elbow. Hekaton says, how are you doing today? Yeah.
Oh, I'm good.
He's on his headphones.
Skyshin Music says it's good to get a proper plug-out break.
Yeah, I noticed that it's one of the things that I have to do. Why Joey Tribbiani? Dark Fox doesn't sound like Joey Tribbiani. Like in terms of vibes. Yeah, so when I went birding, I realized I love birding so much, and it was so calm. I realized, cause when we go birding, we go out of town, we go into the forest, and then you have to be present in the moment to listen to birds, look out for them. And sometimes when we have a really good spot, we would just sit. And if we find a good spot and there were lots of birds, we would just sit down and take it all in. And those were the moments I loved the most. Taking photos is still very exciting, and I definitely love those moments. But the one that truly stuck out to me was just how slow everything was. I never used my my phone. The only time I used my phone was to message Dark Fox, and that was about it. So I realized that when I came back, it was just back to the hustle and bustle of the city life, and I realized that I'm just so distracted by my phone. If I'm not doing work, then I'll be on social media, listening to podcasts as I do something. Like there's always something playing, you know, and I never actually sit down and appreciate the moment. It's just constant distraction. So recently I've just been I stopped using my phone a lot now. Every time I try to talk to Elbow and message him,
Skyshin Music says a boba in the forest sounds nice. BRB.
Okay. Boba in the forest does sound nice. Malaysia have a few of those cafe in the forest.
FatUD_Q says sounds like ADHD to me.
I think so. Dark Fox thinks I have ADHD, which is kind of a mixture of autism and ADHD, which I feel like, yeah, it kind of sounds like it. I feel like my brain is kind of chaotic, can't easily distracted and stuff like that. But at the same time, I really need structure to be able to function. So I have 3 different apps to help me remind me what I need to do, or else I cease to function really. Like if I just let it all play out in my head, I just become so anxious and stuff. So I use 3 different apps just to stay on top. Well, I at least recently used the 3 different apps, and I think so far it's been working best for me. I told Dark Fox it's so tiring. Constantly trying to be on my toes of what I got to do. But hey, if this is what helps me, then, well, that's what I gotta do. Very happy with how this ED came in. It's a bit tight though. It's a bit tight on the keycap for my liking. But the fact that it fits, I think slightly tighter, I think it's better than being too loose. Nothing is more annoying than a loose keycap, I feel.
ThatJademR_Q says I kind of feel the same way. Whenever I work, because designing stuff can be so droning, I have to have something playing in the background.
Oh, hell yeah. One thing I'm grateful for is the work that we do it's, how to say, it's tedious. But that allows you to actually listen or watch things to be entertained while you're doing work. Like if my job requires me to be super attentive cognitively, like answering really deep questions or requires my full attention. Nah, man. I think my brain would die. That's a lot. I like doing art because it feels like it's something you can do with something in the background. I love watching stuff in the background. That's why I just like watching horror, because it's especially if it's bad horror, it is something that you don't have to pay attention to the story, because especially particularly in the horror genre is just so formulaic. It's the same thing again and again. Jump scares, people doing stupid things in order to progress the plot, so everything is very predictable. I don't have to really pay attention. But I was like, oh, this is so cute. It looks like a little Eevee biscuit. Love it. And this is one of my favorite keycaps, mostly because it's Eevee, but also I love doing a full body keycap. It is truly unique. So I hope so I hope it helps stands in the crowd. I'll show Dark Fox.
Cute! Looks really good.
So all that's left, is the eyes, ears, mouth, bumhole. It feels kind of funny saying that. I think I'll do the words are hard. I'll try and do the fur and the ears first. I think those are much easier. Okay. Sometimes, yeah.
FatJadem_Q says bad horror is just so funny, cause you know they be trying, bless their hearts LUL.
Yeah. The actors do be trying their best with what they're given. Sometimes like learning to design things to paint, you start realizing the little things you gotta do to make your life easier. Taking for example the ears, making it a little indent. So you don't really have to do much work, you just put the paint in, bam. Dude, it honestly, Eevee looks like a cookie. It's so cute, I wanna eat it though. Looks like a little biscuit with fondant on it, and then this is like chocolate syrup in the ears. Sorry. That was something only dogs could hear, I guess. What is the recent horror movie you watched, Mr. Q? Also, I remember you recommended me Coffee House Crime. Bro, I just binged it, and then I couldn't. I just binged it, and then I finished watching all his latest videos. But I think recently, due to the changes that I made, one of it was also listening to less crime podcasts. Like, I love listening to crime podcasts. That's what I do every single day. But I think for my mental health, I had to stop. Cause it was something that never really got to me. I don't know why recently. I'm like thinking, nah man, I feel like I should stop, because I feel like I'm not seeing the good things in the world. I always feel like, oh my god, is this person gonna stab me? It can get a bit too much, so.
FatUdim_Q says Weapons is a recent watch, such a good horror movie.
Ooh, what Weapons is onto my watch list. I haven't watched it yet. Recently I watched shoot, what is one that I watched recently? Oh, I watched Him. Have you heard of Him? It was so lame. It was the one done by Jordan Peele's production company. I wouldn't. It's not good. Don't go in there with high expectations. I think it was. I love the concept.
_Q says the basketball movie.
Not basketball. It was American football. I thought it had so much potential, but it ended up being rather disappointing. Sad to say. But yes, Weapons is definitely onto my watch list. I'm very curious what is it about. I don't know what it is. No spoilers. But yeah.
Fatchudim_Q says, oh, I thought it was basketball this whole time. Whoops, should have watched the trailer.
I think, well, cause America is just so crazy with their football, aren't they? I know they're crazy about basketball too, but I don't know, when it comes to movies or stuff, I always hear about their football. Also, American football is so scary. The idea of CTE. Have you guys watched Concussion before? The one with Will Smith. It's very sad what CTE can do to people. It's like a silent killer. That is an injury that only comes with American football, because there's so much injury involved. Helmets don't do anything to protect CTE. I wonder if they made some changes now, like maybe there are specialized helmets that could help, but yeah, the traditional helmets don't do anything. It's like putting an egg in a jar. The jar will protect it, but if the egg rattles around it, the egg's still gonna crack in there. The egg being your brain.
_Q says not American football, but my dad plays rugby during his school days and that shit is gnarly.
Yeah. I don't know, the idea of rugby is so scary, man. I hope your dad didn't get any bad injuries.
I got the Instagram stuff scam.
Yeah. So for the movie Him, I just thought it was so good. In the sense that I love the concept, I love that they touch on things, but they never follow through, and I'm kind of sad for it. So there are one thing I love the concept to be explored is the idea of idealization. I think it's quite scary how people put celebrities on a pedestal and follow them to have this like parasocial relationship. I always find that fascinating, how
Thatjademra_Q says funny enough, he had more injuries playing football/soccer than Gugby.
Oh really? Man, your dad sounds like a super active guy. Yeah, I always thought the concept of idolization is so interesting because people have this parasocial relationship that they follow the celebrity and stuff, and they know a lot about the celebrity, and yet if the celebrity kind of messes up and stuff, it's like they also rain down on the celebrity with no room for forgiveness. Also, I don't know, it's just a very weird dichotomy.
Thatjademra_Q says, I would argue we know too much about celebrities.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree. I feel like celebrities should allow their privacy and stuff as well. It's just so weird. I don't know. a series that I thought would be interesting, but I saw reviews of it that it turned out really bad as well. It's called The Idol. I never watched it, but I saw the people I follow that reviews movies and stuff. They were all like, "Nah, it's disappointing as well." That's sad, because I thought it's such an interesting concept to explore. Oh my goodness, I think it's gonna rain again. It has been raining so much. Yesterday it just rained the entire day. It was kind of nice because it was so nice and chilly the entire day.
_Q says, oh, I never watched that either, but the video essays spewed from that series.
Yeah.
Juicy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like weird juicy too. Like, I don't know what they're trying to do with this. It's like artsy fartsy people. They try to make it, oh, look at us, we're so artsy, but something got lost along the way. The essence of it is what I think happened. Or it could be, I don't know, production companies trying to change stuff, which can also be a thing. Oh, I watched Wonka. On the plane back. That was really fun though. Are you into musicals, Mr. Q? And then I watched what was the one we watched after Wonka? Wicked. We watched Wicked, the one with Ariana Grande. That was kind of fun too. I quite enjoyed that. Okay, I'm gonna finish this Eevee's fur and I'm gonna go pee. Okay, because I've been holding my pee in for a while because I've been working.
_Q says, I'm trying to get into musical. I'm trying out Hadestown.
Ooh, Hadestown. I haven't watched Hadestown. Have you watched Hadestown, dear?
No, I have not. I listened to the song.
Oh. Yeah, musicals are nice. I enjoy musicals. But I think it helps if the... Well, it only works if the music is good. If the music is meh, then I can't get into it. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, we have to do a couple, not couple, like 3 layers of this. Because it is hard when you put a lighter layer. You gotta do it a few times. I'd just be dropping my Eevees all over the place. No. Transfer of paint. Ah, I gotta paint over this. Fortunately, their colors are relatively simple. I can just use flat colors to fix the problem. Sometimes painting realism is kind of scary because there's a lot of blend of colors. If I make a mistake, it's quite scary to figure out how to fix the problem with it looking seamless. Okay, I need to go pee.
FatUDeem_Q says I grew up with Disney and the Barbie movies, so I've always been known of musicals. But I didn't fully get into it until Tick, Tick, Boom and Epic the Musical.
Oh yeah, Tick Tick Boom. That's the one with Andrew Garfield. I think, yeah, no, I don't know why. Like, I grew up with Disney, but I somehow feel, oh, it's kids shows. That's why they want to make it catchy with songs. So when I grew into it, when I became an adult, it felt like, oh, musicals aren't really a thing because you don't really see them in movies and stuff. So similarly, I feel like I only recently got into musicals. I got into musicals because of Dark Fox. Dark Fox really likes musicals, and he makes me listen to the first one was Hamilton. That was a banger. Also, hi Dovakin. I'm gonna go pee, so I'll be right back. Bye.
Dubakian 2134 says hey.
Dubakian 2134 says LOL.
ThatJademra_Q says at Duvakian2134 you just got here too LMAO.
Oops. Man, coming back from a holiday and starting to work out again, has got my whole body
says
aching.
yup.
You're a cookie. You're a cute cookie. You're like this Eevee. Eevee looking kind of cookie-ish. Epic. I don't think I've heard of Epic the musical.
Dubakian2134 says I've been working on my last master grade kit Sazabi Burka.
Noise. How is it going along? Halfway through?
Dovaki in 2134 says I just have arms and backpack.
Oh, okay. Oh, looks like you will be, what's the word? You will be occupied for a while.
2134 says arms, shoulders, and backpack.
The Herminator, hello. How are you doing today, sir? I think we have to do one
Dovaki
more.
in 2134 says been doing a bit every night.
That's nice. There's a saying in Malay called sikit-sikit jadi bukit. Literally translate to little by little it becomes a mountain. So you do a little bit every night, you'll get there. Sikit-sikit lama-lama jadi bukit. What did I say? I don't know. I don't know if I said it right. I was like, little bit by little bit, it will eventually become a mountain.
Dragomegidra says you did.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Drago.
Dragomegidra says also I just see the Malaysia tag.
Yeah. Are you a fellow Malaysian? Or neighbor?
Dragomegidra says Satu Malaysia.
Satu Malaysia, yeah!
That Jademr_Q says I do like that saying ever since I heard it for the first time during C. Colorenda.
Right? Me too. I really like the saying. Which I think it should be honed in practice too. I feel like everybody just needs to calm TF down, you know, and just know that whatever you're contributing today, it will
Dragomegidra says
accumulate to
Kunegaraku.
tomorrow. But I feel it's so competitive these days that it just feels like you gotta do everything perfectly now. Kunegaraku.
Dragomegidra says very far.
Yeah, it's about a 6-hour flight to Japan. But I guess it's closer compared to Canada. So, you know.
Dragomegidra says compared to the west is closer, yes lol.
Yeah. I've never been to the western side of the world before. I don't think I'll ever be ready for the flight. 15-hour flights, sheesh. No, thank you, sir. It's wild. Oh, I'm gonna take a 10-minute break soon, folks.
Dragomegidra says I don't even have a passport Lamo.
Oh, so are you the cuti Malaysia type?
Dubakian 2134 says Canada from Japan is 14 HRS.
Yeah, 14 hours. Yeesh.
Dovaki in
I don't know, man.
2134 says I.
Yeah, that is. Oh my goodness. I think if you were to go, Dovakin, you gotta make it a long trip to make it worth it. Go a month there or something.
Dovaki in 2134 says ye.
For those people who came to Malaysia and vacated.
Dubakian 2134 says I need to save the funds first T.
What is your favorite part of Malaysia to go vacate
At
at?
Jadem_Q says at Dubakian 2134 nap time go crazy.
Nap time go crazy. But you're on a plane. It's never comfortable to nap on a plane. The flight to Japan, oh my god.
Dubakian 2134 says yeah.
There was this bebe sitting behind us. The baby did not like the flight at all. It was crying the entire night. It was terrible. Can barely enjoy the flight. It was very hard to sleep, but I gotta give it to the mom. She tried her best to soothe the little baby, but the baby was not having it. I guess I pity the mom more than anything. She was like trying so hard to soothe the baby, but baby really didn't like the flight, sadly. You're not the type to travel? Ah, well, you get to save a lot of money because of that. What do you like to do instead? Maybe I should do chocolate ears for all of it. I think it's a much faster transition.
Dragamegadra says video games and anime.
Fair. Do you go to conventions?
Dragamegadra says that cost a lot.
Dragomegidra says nope.
Yeah, that does that would cost a lot as well.
Dragomegidra says cost asterisk.
Save from not traveling, but spend for the hobbies. What kind of video games do you like?
Dragomegidra says I am in debt with Shopeep cause of video game Lamo.
Dragamegadra says JRPG.
Ah, JRPG. Don't play too much JRPG. So don't really have much experience with that.
Dragamegadra says I story heavy game.
Dragamegadra says like asterisk.
Thatudim_Q says at Dragomegidra nice. Which title is your favorite?
Dragamegadra says you mean right now or all time?
Dovaki in 2134 says I almost forgot an armor piece on my kit.
Oh, don't you have like a manual?
Thatudim_Q says at Dragomegidra both is good.
Is Dragon Age a JRPG? I don't know, I thought Dragon Age was a Western game. am I thinking of?
Dovaki in 2134 says I just wasn't paying attention to most of it.
Ah, doing puzzles on hard mode.
Dovaki in 2134 says I never thought I would build master grade kits.
Why do you say that? You do a lot of Gundam. I feel like it's a natural progression. Okay, I'm gonna go take a 10-minute break. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Thatudim_Q says cause master grade is hella expensive.
That is true.
Dovaki in 2134 says they're not too bad.
Dovaki in 2134 says for Canadina.
Yeah, that makes sense. The what do you call that? Currency exchange. Alright guys, I'm gonna go take a break. See y'all!
Dovaki in 2134 says this current kit ran me $175.
Dovaki in 2134 says the Wing Zero cost $120.
Thatjademr_Q says at Drago Megadra the original P3 or reload.
Dragamegadra says P3 portable.
Drago Megidra says so neither Lamo.
Thatudim_Q says LMAO gotcha. Thatudim_Q says also, I didn't know Time Stranger is out, got that on my wish list.
Dragomegadra says I buy it on retail price.
Dragomegadra says one of the game that put me in debt.
Thatjadem_Q says at Dragomegadra Dam, how much is it?
Dragomegidra says the game price or my debt lol.
Thatudim_Q says at Dragomegidra the game lul. Dragomegidra says what currency you use.
Thatjadem_Q says I use Mir or Ringgit Malaysia. Dragomegadra says Asata Malaysia.
Thatudim_Q says at Dragomegidra yes sir. Dragomegidra says so standard is 239.
Dragomegadra says Ultimate Edition is 399. I only get the standard.
Dragomegidra says the other come with costume and some song from the anime and Cyber Salath game.
Fatjademr_Q says at Dragomegidra, yeah, definitely gonna wait for it to be on sale, geez LMAO.
Dragomegidra says I am unemployed BTW.
Thatudim_Q says at Dragomegidra can't relate Lulilthizisfin.
mentioned, for example, Canadian price, but you convert it to Malaysian ringgit, it can still seem like a lot, but I don't know how is the ratio, you know? It's like one of those don't convert in your head. If you earn that much, it's worth it over there. That makes sense. Ooh, Persona 3. I've never played Digimon Story. I tried playing Persona 4, and then Dark Fox says to wait, to not finish Persona 4 because they were coming up with a very, like another type of Persona 4. I don't remember anymore, but yeah. So I only played a bit of Persona 4. Never heard of Time Stranger. 239 ringgit.
Dragomegidra says is a new game.
Oh, I've never heard of it. Well, Ultimate Edition for 400 ringgit. Shit. Ah, you're fun employed now.
It was announced 8 years ago, now is out.
8 years ago? Damn. So, currently, when you're being fun employed, are you in between jobs, or you're taking a break, like a quote unquote gap year? If you don't mind my asking, if you don't want to share, it's fine also. I just like to ask questions. So you don't want to answer, totally fine. I'm not offended.
Dragomegidra says gap year.
Ah, gap year. So what are you doing currently? Are you doing like a whole eat, pray, love? Learn more about yourself kind of thing, or is this just chill, just take a break?
Dragomegidra says, well, I have changed jobs 8 times.
Do you feel the environment is not for you, or the job description is not
Dragomegidra
for
says,
you?
and I am only 23.
Ooh, interesting. That is quite a challenge. Unfortunately, or just neutral, I can't relate. I always had op jobs. I mostly worked. I don't have much working experience. I mean, this is me doing art as a freelance job, so you know, it is the unconventional path. But hopefully you can find something that works for you. But yeah, as I said before, is it the environment? Or is it the job description that doesn't seem to vibe with you?
Dragomegidra says environment.
That's tricky. That's the thing about life. It's all about trial and experiment, really. Gotta take risk and figure out if that's what works for you. And you're only 23, so there's still a lot to learn about yourself. What works for you, what doesn't work for you. Heck, I am 30. I'm almost a decade older than you. And I'm still figuring out what I need in life. Sometimes it's a pro, sometimes it's a con. Learning never stops.
ThatJademra_Q says we're all figuring this shit out together, so there's that at least.
That's true. I think everything is ever changing, I suppose.
Dragomegidra says I was working 3 positions but paid with 1 paycheck.
Yeesh. That doesn't sound right.
ThatJademra_Q says at Dragomegidra, oh, you were exploited.
The math ain't mathin'. And I'm terrible at maths, I can assure you.
Dragomegidra says yeah, I was a yes man.
It's why why corporate companies, they always like young people. Their mind is easily molded. For them to comply and say yes. Because adults, well, when I say adults, older people know how to set boundaries. It's a sad world.
Dragomegidra says now I wise up and said no and get in argument with higher ups when they try to dump everything on me.
Fafinabut says howdy Elise Key Farm Fafin one wave.
Hey Fafin! How you doing? Ooh Fafin, I got a question to ask you. I'm going to the post office tomorrow. But there's something I need to ask the post office because I got an update about a month ago saying Canada's
Faffin Aboot says
mail is on strike again.
Thatudim_Q
Is
says
everything
Faffin.
back to being okay, or is the strike still on?
Dragomegidra says I used to work on Postal Lamo.
Oh really? How is that? I never met anyone that works in postal before.
Elise One Creations says, so at Faffin Aboot.
Damn, still on strike? I might have to delay your post. So normal post, I get to send. So I'll probably have to delay your post like 3 months. 3 months is like, I can do the private courier. The private courier will be like the equivalent cost of 3 months. So if that's okay, I'm gonna delay your post. I will ask tomorrow, but
Dragomegidra says it can be chill, but the HQ really like to shift the blame on small branch.
I can tell that the post office really don't get information fast. I would get the announcement on the official post page of Malaysia, but when I go to the post office, sometimes the tellers are not even updated with what is updated. So that's kind of concerning. Good chance they'll force back to work at some point, but they really just gotta figure their contract out. What is happening? Are people working in post in Canada being underpaid? I mean, I haven't researched into the cause of the strike, but I mean that's usually the case, isn't it? I think you send it gets stored here, but I don't know really. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be a mess.
Dragomegidra says we don't. We have to call the HQ multiple times to get an answer.
Yeah, that's annoying. The update will have an update before the update reached them. Yes, it's annoying because, you know, sometimes I have to follow, you know, the news because right now it's ever changing with the tariff and all that. I can't send post to America anymore because of the tariff. So all parcels are stopped to America. That is very scary. Then they introduce a private solution called Redly. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's try that. Then I go to like the post office and like they don't really know what is Redly. Not what is Redly, as in like, oh, then the following week they were like, okay, envelopes can send to America already. It's just the parcels are still not available. So the following week I went there and I'm like, I want to post this to America, and they're like, no, still nothing sent to America. And I'm like, but I saw the internet post
says
that you
mostly
could.
postal equipment are extremely outdated.
I am honestly not surprised. I am not surprised. It's not quote unquote essential. So everything is worked on archaic technology. I think the postals are very, very important.
Thatjademra_Q says everything's a headache. RN Lolo, this is fine.
Yeah, it's really sad. Tree jetted down. No, that is so bad. That is so outdated. Yeah, man. Honestly, right now, sending posts is really scary. And
Thatudim_Q says at Dragomegidra 3rd gen is insane. What?
I had I was notified of the Canadian strike, and then I had an order on Etsy, and it's still on strike, and I have to post the order tomorrow. So I think I have to pay extra from my pocket because the person already paid the agreed price. So, oh well. These are all business risks. Unforeseen business risk. It is what it is. But yeah, I know Canada has been having
Fafin
strike
says
for a
basically the postal system is a huge cost because it has to service so much area. I don't know the core issues, but I think it's mostly about preventing the gov from reducing the size of the workforce by not hiring to replace retirees.
Oh, that makes sense. Canada is one of the biggest countries, so yeah, that makes sense. Well, I'll update you, Fafin, if I manage to post any mail out to you.
Fafin says the rural routes are weird, and I think a real headache to manage.
I can see that.
Dragomegidra says at @FatUdim_Q and the monitor screen is always flickering.
Yeesh. Man, how is our postal service even alive right now?
Dragomegidra says they are not.
That is sad.
Dragomegidra says Shopee and TikTok is getting better with their own postal, so soon the postal biggest customer will drop to near zero.
Shopee and TikTok has postal? How does that work? I did not know that. I thought, you know, the Shopee, for example, if you're a seller, then they will arrange the shipping. But what if I just want to send something to a friend? Do they offer such postal services too? And what if it's overseas? Because I send a lot of things overseas.
Dragomegidra says DHL and GDX has overseas outpost, they still be around.
Yeah, but they're really expensive though. I use the local one and it's previously I would say even half the price. And it was, I would say it's still pretty reliable though. Because DHL, just to send something so tiny is already
Fafinabut says companies like Amazon is no longer able to use Canada Post as government subsidized delivery services, so there are a lot of third-party delivery places now too. For American Post it's just a policy change to ensuring delivery that makes it too risky to actually ship. You need to use the third parties that are stupid expensive.
Yeah. Like DHL, GDAG, those are very, very expensive. I even inquired just to send a small parcel. Just a tiny one. It was 200 over. But if I just ask Post Malaysia, it's I think like 50 bucks. That reminds me, I need to check my shipping or my shipments.
Dragomejadra says yeah, the main issue with Malaysia Postal to overseas is that they outsource to DHL and DEX as well, really.
That is true. Okay. I am hungry. Apologies for this for the noise. It's the hairdryer.
Fafinaboot says, how was the holiday?
The holiday was great. It was interesting. I had my own eat, pray, love moment. I don't know. I went with my parents. And my parents are quite old already. So I kind of had an epiphany. I just started, it hit me that life is so short. I had thoughts of wow, there'll come a day where my parents won't be here anymore. Oh, and then I cried a lot and I was like, wow. The fragility of life. I don't know what came over me, but yes, that was my thought process in during the trip, and it just felt like, I don't know, suddenly all the frustrations that you deal with parents seem so small. Not to say that, but I think it just feels that whatever time I spent left with my parents, I'm glad it happened.
That's rough. But it's why we make time for trips like that while we can.
Yeah, it's hard though. Because I'm like starting to think, man, life is so short. And it's scary. Because I also start feeling I am not young anymore. Like when we were young, we have this feeling of invincibility that, haha, death can't touch me kind of thing. And now I feel like I get up in the morning and my whole body aches already. That's terrible. But overall, the trip was really fun. So I was kind of glad I had the epiphany of the mortality of life, because when I came home, I feel like certain things don't affect me as much as I did. I felt sometimes the anxiety is too much. And I don't know why, but recently it just feels, life is too short. So why let the anxiety rule my life kind of thing. I still get anxiety, don't get me wrong, but it somehow I don't know. It's one of those things where it just pops up in life and then you just go, my brain made a connection. So it was very interesting. It was a very interesting experience. It's one of those things where you have to experience it, and it's not something I can truly explain to you.
From most of my family. For a while, the only time I would really get to see anyone started to be the weddings and funerals I went to. But everyone's married now, at least for a while.
6,500 kilometers, that is insane. That is so far. I think, I feel now is the time of my life where I start attending people's weddings. I remember when I was younger, I always attended my parents' friends' weddings or family members' weddings, etc. And then now I'm at the age where all my friends are getting married. Even I got married. And then I think, and then I'm not looking forward to the day where I have to attend funerals. When you watch the movies and when you become old and then everybody starts passing away, your friends start passing away. Thinking about it makes me feel a little emotional right now. Yeah. Did your family emigrated? Is that why they're so far? Or did you emigrate? Did I forget that you emigrated? I thought you were a natural born Canadian. Or is Canada that big? Pardon my ignorance. I'm sorry.
Fafinaboot says no, I just live on the other side of Canada.
What? Canada is that freaking huge.
Fafinaboot says same
I know
country.
it is, but
LOL.
I know Canada is huge, but to actually put things in perspective, because all I ever see is Canada on a map, and I'm like, oh yeah, this map is so small. But to put things in perspective, that's wild.
Took me 8 days to drive here when I moved.
Man, Canada is wild. Took me 8 days to drive? Oh my goodness. Yeah, because when you told me 6,500 kilometers, I think that was about the same distance when you can go to Japan, right?
Sorry?
6,500 kilometers. That was about the same distance to Japan, I think. So in my head, I was like, nah, man, it cannot be the same country. No, I don't know.
However, I've lost a bunch of friends / teachers these past few years.
Fafinaboot says around 90 hours drive time.
90 hours drive time, that is insane. What, if you don't mind my asking, what prompted you to move so far away? Was it for a job, or were you looking for a new place to just set roots? I feel that on dreading going to funerals. However, I've lost a bunch of friends and teachers these past few years. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that. Was it because of things like COVID? Or what? Honestly, these days I'm so scared. On Reddit, on our Malaysia, a lot of it is just road rage, car accidents. I'm so scared driving on the road these days, man. Anything can happen.
Thatjadem_Q says accident, cancer, carbon dioxide poisoning.
Yo. The carbon dioxide poisoning one is wild. That's so sad. went to a friend's. Not my friend wasn't the one that passed away, but her dad passed away all of a sudden, due to they suspect heart attack just out of nowhere, out of the blue.
Fafin
And
says
just
both.
like that, he was gone.
I was struggling with anxiety and needed a better job. Didn't quite work out, and my ex hated living on the coast because it's so windy. We decided which province we both wanted to live in, and I found a job that was worth moving for.
I think it was quite so I attended the friend's dad's funeral, and I felt so sad, like I wanted to cry, like in place of her to suddenly lost a dad just like that. But also, when you think about it, is like,
next morning,
I mean, it's kind of a blessing that we live past 40. Can you imagine the times where 40 means you actually live a pretty well life? Like the average lifespan is 40. Imagine those days. I can't imagine. But now it's like, I think already at 50, I would still consider it very premature. To pass away at that age feels very young, and it's just sad thinking about it. I was struggling with anxiety. I needed a better job. It didn't quite work out, and my ex hated living on the coast because it was so windy. We decided which province we wanted to both live.
Says they had a propane heater or something in the car.
And found a job it was worth moving for. Yeah, that one tripped me out too. They were traveling and slept in the car, forgot to roll down the window. Next morning, what? That is so wow. Holy shit. I guess they were sleeping in the car without aircon or anything, and then they kept the windows up, so there was no oxygen entering the car. They're all just breathing the same air in that car. That's wild. Oh my goodness.
What happened?
They were traveling and slept in the car, forgot to roll down the window. Next morning, all four pronounced dead due to carbon dioxide poisoning. Holy shit. That's so scary. I feel this stream has taken to quite a deep dark turn.
Dragamegadra says we did.
Fafanabut says I don't think you'd run out that way, it gets a bit stuffy. Monoxide is a combustion byproduct though.
That's true. I was watching this reel from a YouTuber, and it was quite interesting how sometimes society has pressure on when you're growing old. And she turned 40, and then she was like saying how I think it's a very weird time. I think as a woman you always want to feel beautiful, you want to look beautiful and young and all that, and aging seems to be such a curse. Like, do you do work on yourself? When I say work, like, you know, Botox and stuff. If you do, then it feels like, oh, you're this is such a I don't know, like you're doing something that's unnatural. But if you don't do anything, then it's like, oh, you just kind of let yourself go. But that that we never actually take the time
_Q says at
to actually think that reaching 40 is a blessing in life, you know?
But it's definitely a gas thing.
Yeah, what do you say?
Yeah, so the cane shop, actually the one I saw was maybe a premium brand. There are cheaper things, it's still like 800 ringgit. But I saw this cane and I thought like, it has a bunny on it. It's so real, like it's realistic, so it's not as cute, but it looks really cool.
I think, yeah, I see it. That's cute.
Like a few animals and fish and a dog, like a really old proper
like a bloodhound.
Bloodhound, yeah, but other type of cane, but the animal was quite
I think it kind of makes sense because when you're doing canes, right, the cane has an image of gentlemanly
I
look.
think they're going for that.
Yeah. Because it looks very gentlemanly, Downton Abbey vibes, you know? Give Inky and Ocha a treat. Sorry, I always forget that. I still haven't updated. Give Zoe a treat. People hear something get when they get idea to take camping grill into the tent. Whoa! Isn't that also a fire hazard to bring your camping grill into the tent? Okay. I'll just let you guys see the big screen. You know what? Actually, I will give them treats. I will also take a 10-minute... Is it time already for a 10-minute? I don't know.
It's time for a while, I feel.
Yeah, I feel like I should take a break, guys.
Fafin says yeah, always in a tent that burned down from a candle. That was crazy.
Yeah, that is such a fire hazard, guys. Okay. Oh, it's raining heavy. I gotta close the windows too. So, guys, take a break, hydrate, stretch. I know you sitting at your chair looking like a golem with a terrible posture. I might add, I got my eyes on you. Yeah, you think I can't see you guys? So, take a break. Stretch that really shrimpy backbone that you have. Alright, and I will give Inky and Ocha a treat. See you guys in a bit. 10 minutes break. Bye!
_Q says don't call me out like that. Damn.
Elise One Creations says LUL.
Fafin says Timeen hug 2 Timeen hug 2 Timeen hug 2 Timeen hug 2 treat.
Restreambot says YouTube. Lai Sum Leong hello Inky. Hello Oka.
Fafinabut says the auth chain for OBS to Twitch is really basic. If stream key is wrong it don't connect, and if the tunnel isn't end to end it won't either. IME it's rarely OBS that'd be the root problem.
Tit the Hobist says so this is literally Twitch side not up to snuff. Cause they have the gall to tell me to contact OBS support instead, cringe.
Fafanavut says or your network. Tethiavus says like ISP blocking? Why Tiva block considering I was streaming fine like last week Friday?
Hello, hello. Sorry that took a while. I got a phone call. Who uses phone calls these days, am I right?
But if your connection is proxied to inspect encrypted traffic, it would break things. If you use a VPN, it might exit far from your ingress point.
Hey,
Too much
Mom.
jitter will cause disconnects.
My mom is in
All
chat.
kinds of
Can
shit.
everybody just say hi? Hi to my mom. Also, hello Ted the Hobbyist. Getting ticked off with OBS and Twitch, both sides are unhelpful with authentication fails. And the string key is really
Fafinaboot says hi Lisa's mom. We love the grand bunnies.
The cloud to tell me to contact. Oh wow, really? My DVD will not consider I was streaming fine. That's weird. I I think Fafu would know more than me. I have no idea about technology. I'm sorry, Ted. I am not helpful at all. We love the grand bunnies. Ah, that is so cute. I'll make sure to take that statement. I'll call them grand bunnies. That's really cute. I don't know if my mom's still in chat, but my mom watches my stream and lurks. Such a cool mom, right? Okay. I was hungry and I made miso soup for dinner, so I made sure to have miso soup again. I had miso soup for snacks. Oh, actually, I forgot. I need to check on the plot. Be right back. Okay, back.
Fafinaboot says at Ted the Hobbyist reset the stream key, put it into OBS again. You can search for the testing parameters to enter that will prevent going live notifications to be sent if you have a lot of followers.
I don't know if you guys can hear the rain. Get some rain ASMR going.
Tethiobist says at Fafinaboot things is I'm using Quad 9's DNS and it's been fine for the past 2 months, even prior when I was streaming. And I've done practically every fix that the forums have, reset stream key, disconnect reconnect the account, allow OBS through the firewall and it's still not working.
Tethiobist says also hi Elise, pardon me for using your chat to talk about some Twitch issues.
Oh, hi Ted, no worries. I would imagine it is really frustrating. Technology, man. hope you managed to solve the problem, because I'm sorry, I am of no help. Gotta pray to the machine gods.
Fafinaboot says that DNS is fine. Create a new OBS profile and try that. If that works, your config. If it fails, you're best off trying to connect on another PC to see if it's your network or not.
Fafinabut says asterisk your config is busted. Probably the encoding or bitrate settings.
Oh, shoot.
Tit the Hobist says creating a new profile and trying to connect to my account immediately has the same issue ZZZ. Fafinaboot says you using any plugins.
Rainy_idolessa_fox says other Master Elise is at work.
Hey, Rainy. How are you doing? It has been a while.
Rainy_idolessa_fox says I just woke up lol 1 a.m. here.
Oh wow, 1 a.m. Hope you had a good rest. Are you gonna be awake the entire time? Because now it's supposed to be sleepy time.
Rainy_idolessa_fox says probably lol I slept most of the daytime.
Fafinabut says I also woke up to see you were streaming too. Evening nap too.
Aw, thank you, Fafin. How's your art been going, Fafin? Rainy too?
Ryan Sider says Ijime a wave long time no see.
Hey,
Have you been busy?
Ryan.
Holla no one peak.
Yeah, well, I was busy vacating. I put the whites first. I went to Japan to vacay.
Ryan Sider
where I
says
went.
Ishima smug holla no one sip nice.
Oh my goodness. Where's my tiny? Man. I am like coming back home and I'm like thinking, gosh, I don't know what to make of it. Going back to Silk Song.
Silk Song?
Mm-hmm.
Are you a fan?
I don't know.
You don't feel like it anymore?
The momentum. Well, I don't know it's the
Tip the
momentum. I think
Hovis
it's more
says
of the
at
fear.
Fafinabut uninstalled.
Ryan Sider says I went for scaling today. Hollow 1 bongo. It was a struggle to get an appointment. Hollow 1 comfy.
The royal bumhole. I went for scaling today. It was a struggle to get an appointment. Oh, how come? Is your dentist so famous that it's hard to get an appointment? Never heard such a thing.
Ryan Sider says Hollow 1 well.
All the best, Ted. Hope you find the solution.
Rainy_Idolessa_Fox says that one famous dentist.
I hate scaling. I hate the noise of the drill.
Ryan Sider says government clinic. Hollow 1 bongo. You got a book via the app.
Gives me
Everybody wants
so
it.
much discomfort. Ayon, look so cute. Look at the little baby. Oh, government clinic. How is the quality of their scaling? In the little bum hole. Yeah.
Ayo, so
In
cute.
the bum hole.
Ayo.
Ryan Sider says Lunacy 4 think I surprisingly find comfort in the screeches. Lunacy 4 hands up, it's not too loud and the feeling is weird XD.
When was the last time you scaled your teeth? I think the drill is really loud. It gives me so much stress. And I hate the feeling it has on my teeth.
Ryan Sider says today is the first time Hollow 1 sweat.
Excuse me? You mean your entire life you never scaled your teeth? Nani? Dental health is super important. I would say, I think me
Ryan
personally,
Sider
because
says
my
Washington
family,
34 now
my
not.
family history has bad dental. I have bad dental genes, so that's why it's kind of gotta take care of my dental hygiene. But yeah, have a family history of bad dental genes.
Ryan Sider says Lunacy 4 noted I found out about family history too. Got a scale every 6 months.
Yep, that is the thing. Oh, you have bad family history, but then you don't usually go for dental checkups? Just asking, just pure curiosity. Like, what made you decide to, why start now, you know?
Dragomegadra says, oh, I have bad dental gene, my family just tell me to suck it up.
Excuse me? Excuse me? I do not think that's how it works.
Ryan Sider says at Dragomegadra Oimo Buster Pet.
I do not think that's how it works. The quality depends on the branch. My mom prefers the Puchong branch because they do it well. Makes sense, makes
The
sense.
Hobist says not. laptop doesn't work also. Oh my god, also I saw another Malaysian stream having the same issue yesterday, enquiring about the issue and PBS's Discord, so might just be Malaysia internet moment. But Elise's stream, so lol.
Yo, don't contaminate my stream, Ted. I mean, I really hope mine works, okay? Because I'm terrible at solving IT problems. Hey, Mom.
Tit the Hobist says touchwood, ha ha ha.
Yeah, touch wood. I had to touch my table just in case. Just in case. My mom is in chat, guys. Please say hi to my mom.
Ryan Sider says, I think I saw you and Dark Fox did scaling a while back, so I thought I might as well try Hollow 1 Bongo.
Okay.
Ryan Sider says hello Elise Mama Wo Wave.
Thank you. Yeah. So
Restream but says YouTube. Lai Sum Leong, hi everybody.
Thank you guys for greeting my mom. Yeah, so it's good to go check out every 6 months. I mean, it's expensive though, because I go to private. And man, the cost of scaling teeth, then compared to now, back then, I think scaling teeth was just what? I think it was like 80 ringgit. Now it's almost 3 times the price. It's insane. So I tried to go 9 months, every 9 months. But my latest visit, I already had a cavity that requires filling.
Ryan Sider says D. Holy
man. Yeah, it's really expensive. But my dentist does a thorough job. So I suppose that is important.
Ryan Sider says lunacy for good.
Also, Drago. Yeah, I hope you're taking good care of your teeth and not following your family's advice. Regular checkups are very important. Also, I find electrical toothbrush very good. Electric toothbrush and water flosser. I'm not very good with flossing teeth, so I prefer the water flosser, personally speaking.
Ryan Sider says water flosser. Holland 01 peak. Tethiobist says, have you ever had funny moment at the dentist that when the dentist is about to do scaling but the machine broke? LOL.
Yeah, it's this little thingamajiggy that shoots out. You fill it up with water and then you press the button and it shoots out sharp water, and then you point it in between your teeth so it shoots out all the like food what do you call that, remnants out of your teeth. Have you ever found that when the dentist is about to do scaling but the machine broke? No, that has never happened to me. Damn, Ted, you're not very good around technology. Everything seems to be breaking around you. I do have that whole, talking to the dentist and then they're about to scale my teeth and then I was like, can't seem to answer them because, you know.
Tit the Hobist says I'm like a blank for tech lol. Ryan Cider says Holano one sweaty shimmer lul. Tit the Hobist says instead of causing discomfort for pies cause I cause malfunction with technology.
Oh man. Yo.
Tethiobist says literally cause about 1 month from upgrading my PC. My hard disk died. About 1 month or so of buying a Keycron keyboard, the thing starts double activating on 5 keys.
Oh man. Yeah,
Fafinaboot says if Malaysia is doing TLS inspection it would almost certainly break things. Or it could be regional /provider specific issues. People using a VPN wouldn't have issues, so Elise, do you use a VPN?
No, I don't use VPN. Quality assurance team at factory. Some companies don't want to pay for quality assurance, you know. That?
Tethiobist says that may be my true calling via Ohio.
Yeah, if you ever need a job, go quality assurance. And then, what is your CV? Your reference? Then you list down all the
Ryan
machines
Sider
that
says,
ever
did
broke
you miss
down
out
on you.
Nikki dailies during vacay? Ichime alurke.
Oh yeah, I stopped playing Nikki a while cause I've been busy with Silk Song. But I was thinking about Nikki today though. I don't know, I might log in. Nikki is one of the games where I'll
Ryan
see how I
Sider says
feel like.
HMALUL.
If I'm in the mood, I will play Nikki. Which is nice. I prefer those kind of chill games, you know. You can always come back a little later for it. Yeah. But then that's what happens when you have all your products that suddenly breaks down and you're like, why? Walks in and all the tech malfunction, you're hired. That was so funny. We got our guy, boss.
Tethiobist says better light an incense and make some chants to the machine spirits.
You know they do that? those servers, they would actually hire like monks, even priests as well, to just bless the servers. It's an actual thing.
Fafinaboot says my former employer has to hit a quality target in each unit of something like 96%, so if stuff goes out the door that's too much better than 96%, we're losing money and the QA won't qualify for full bonus.
Be gone 404 demon. My former employer has to hit a quality target in each of something like 96%, so his stuff goes out the door, that's too much better. And then we're losing money and the QA won't qualify for a full bonus. Wow, that's sad.
Ryan Sider says I've been drawing a lot digitally past 2 weeks. Making silly drawings. It's fun but time consuming. Holla no one sweat.
Ooh. What have you been drawing? Yeah, art is definitely time consuming. But as is everything in life.
Ryan Sider says drawing memes and references Holla no one bongo.
What are you using to...
Ryan
What are you using to draw?
_idolessa_fox Holla no one cheers.
Drawing memes and references. That's cute. I've been writing. I gotta get my mind back into the art phase tonight. Oh, have you been doing writing for the story?
Ryan Sider says at the beginning was using stylus but been using mouse on Magma, online browser drawing board. It's convenient for me.
Fafinabut says we sold lumber, so that means a couple of boards in the sling would be lower quality. But with the volume we do, if every board was up to grade, we'd turn one higher profit sling into a low profit one for every 25 produced. That's potentially tens of millions in profit lost on low-ish margin items. Rainy_idolessa_fox says, I do like sample scripts that are fanfiction. These fanfictions are built around modifying existing shows to explore my character concepts.
Ryan Siders says, have the bunnies been doing well? Ichimailurk.
Rainy_idolessa_fox says, writing is just a bunch of rules. LOL. Then a genre is another set of rules. If there a mismatch between writing and expectations, usually people say the story sucks XD.
Okay, sorry, I was a bit too concentrating. At the beginning I was using a stylus, but been using a mouse on Magma on my
says
browser
capitalism
drive.
sucks like that. But when
What?
industry is
You're
given a
drawing
quality
with a
target, they
mouse?
try to
How
hit it,
is that
not exceed it.
convenient? That sounds like
Houses
mental
to
couple
be
syndrome
built,
waiting to
coach means
happen.
building the worst house you can that meets code.
That's cool though. You can draw with a mouse. That's insane. Cause I feel like drawing with a mouse is so difficult, and also my hands will cramp. We saw number, that means a couple of boards in the sling would be lower quality, but the volume we do of every board was up to grade. We turn one higher profit sling into a low profit one for every 25%. That's potentially tens of millions of profit lost on low-ish margin items. The stabilizer helped quite a bit when drawing with it. Makes sense. Still hard though, I would imagine. I do like simple scripts that are fanfiction. These fanfictions are built around modifying existing shows to explore my character concepts. Yeah, I think fanfiction is a good place to start practicing writing. Have the bunnies been doing well? Yeah, they are. Fortunately, our pet sitter takes really good care of them. Then the genre is another set of is mismatch between writing and expectations. Usually people say the story sucks. Yeah, it takes a bunch of formula that goes well. Capitalism sucks like that. When an industry is given a quality target, they try to hit it, not exceed it. Like building houses to meet building codes means building the worst house you can that meets code. That is the sad reality we live in. I was watching.
Fafinabut says the incentives to do better aren't rewarding enough to do so in a lot of industries. Hence why you have to keep increasing the minimum standards.
Yeah, I was watching this documentary on Netflix. I thought it was a well done documentary. It was, I forgot what it was called. Greenwich? No, I don't remember. It was this building in UK that burned down. It was crazy scary how fast it caught on fire. It was a very good documentary that explained why, stuff like that. And obviously why it burned down is because they cut on cost and material, and this was not the first building that burned down because of said materials, and people have been trying to get the industry to change their minds, but like one of the higher ups basically said to the effect of, if nobody dies, nothing's gonna change. So like, if no lives are lost, why bother? This is a terrible mindset. I think it'd be great to just make changes now, you know? No incentives like that. Like, they're replacing level jobs, so they're like, we need you junior with a 5-year experience. But unfortunately, entry draw has been replaced by machine bots. Yeah. It is sad that people do not appreciate people.
Fafanabut says the bots might do a shitty job, but it's not shitty enough to be not worth it anymore.
Yeah. They were just waiting for this opportunity.
Ryan Sider says been doing about 3 simple drawings a day. Holano 1 sweat lunacy force no.
That's nice. That's drawing. Spark le joy.
Ryan Sider says Hoshin 34 now not Holland 01 flower, it does but gotta slow down because starting to get tired.
That is true. Definitely need to take breaks. Gosh. It's not turning out the way I want it. Whew. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more Eevees. I'll finish this black. Then I think I'll call it a day, guys. Where are you?
Fafanabut says good night, Elise.
Night, Fafin. I'm also gonna stop stream soon, so thank you for popping by. I really appreciate it.
Have a great rest of your stream.
I will. Thank you so much. Hope you have a good rest. And hopefully you'll start getting your meals pretty soon again. calling it a day, guys. Oh, who's online? Who shall we raid? Oh, Eldo's streaming. I wanted to rate Mjun, but let's go Aldo. Oof, that's my neck cracking. Oof. Okie dokie, guys. Thank you for being here. We will raid Aldo Ditto, the chaotic coffee lover. Thank you to everybody for the follow, for sticking around with me, from the silent lurkers to the active chatters. Thank you to every single one of you. Thank you to Drago for the follow. Thank you to Dark Fox and Streamlabs for the mods, and Hekaton for the raid. As per usual, guys, if you want to
Elise One
support
Creation
me,
says, outro.
you can commission me by clicking on that link or DM me to get in touch. You can also check out my Patreon and receive exclusive monthly rewards, or check out my online store over at Shopee and Etsy. You can also support me by subbing to the stream. And that's it, guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. Tomorrow we'll be playing... what is that? Silk Song. Alright, and see ya! Bye!